Hello everyone, let's start lab 11. In this lab, we will learn to use the pandas to deal with the data series in Python. And the first question, we will create a data frame to store information about Dubai's famous attractions, including their types, fees, and annual visitor counts, and manipulate the data by feeding in missing values. Since we use pandas package in today's lab, make sure you import in pandas at the beginning of the Python script. For simplification, we will use PD to indicate the pandas in this lab. And we will create a dictionary with the following case and correspondence values. Here is all the data we use in this lab. And this data has several keys like attraction, type, height, and visitors per year. And the case is the value we use. And since there are some missing values, we use none to fill up it. Then we initialize the data frame by using the initial method provided by Pandas. In order to access the type of the attraction, we use lock method of the data frame class. Lock method has two parameters. The first one is the row number, and another one is the column number. Here we use the condition to find the row number, and the column is the type. We can use point values to retain the exact values at the list. And since we just provided the element we want, we should use 0 to index the elements in the list. And since there are some missing values in the table, we can use the fill in method provided by data frame to fill these values at 0. And here, the in place keyword specifies that we will modify in the original table rather than return a new one. Execute this code, you can see that here is the updated data frame. In the question 2, we will analyze the visitor data of Dubai attractions by calculating the maximum and minimum visitors and categorize their popularity and checking the data type of the visitor counts. To obtain the maximum and minimum values, we can directly use the point max and point min method provided by the data frame. And in order to create the new data series called popularity, we first initialize an empty list of popularity categories. Then we travel the visitor per year in the data frame and judge the range of the number. If it's larger than 50, we mark it as very popular. If it's larger than 20 and less than 50, we mark it as popular. Others will be marked as less popular. And we can directly use the square bracket popularity to create a new column and assign popularity's value to it. And then we print the updated data frame. In order to check the data type of the visitor per year, we can use is instance method provided by Python. Here we check whether it's a pandas point series object. And run this program, we can see that this returns true. And here is the updated data frame. You can see we assign popularity column here. In the question 3, we construct a multi-index data frame to represent Dubai attractions by type, name, and assign random annual visitor counts, and sort the data frame based on the number of visitors in descending order. Here we first initialize the arrays with 2 index, and then we will initialize a multi-index using the from arrays method. Here the names is the color name we assign to it. And afterwards, we use NumPy to generate some random numbers as the weights. And then we convert it to a data frame class by initialize the data frame class. And then we sort the data frame. We can directly use the sort values method provided by the data frame class and specify the ascending to false to sort in a descending order. And execute this program, we can see that it's sorted in the right way. And then we come to the question 4. Since the online GPT doesn't support the visualization, we can use Jupyter or VS Code here. Since we need to draw a picture in this question, we should import the matplotlib at the beginning of the script. And then we will filter data. We can directly fill the data in the square brackets. We can input the condition in the square brackets, and then we can obtain the filtered data frame. And in the step 2, we plot a bar chart. First, we initialize the picture by specifying the size of the picture. And then we can use the point bar method to create a bar chart and add the title of the picture at the X label, at the Y label, and rotate the X label. And we use the point show method to put the picture in our screen. And in order to save the data frame and reload the data frame, we can use the toCSV method and read CSV method to save and reload the data frame as the CSV fields. And execute this program. You can see here, we draw a bar chart in our screen. And only visitor per year larger than 20 is in this data frame.